How many of you have got angry in your life? And how many of you have felt after getting angry that I should not have got angry? Hi, my name is Nandakumar and I am your wellness mentor. I want to speak about anger today. It's a very natural, lower emotion which all of us have. But is it a positive emotion? No. Does it cause any damage to us? Of course it does. And so we would all want to overcome anger. But there are a lot of myths about anger which actually prevent some people from actually working on their anger. There are people who think that anger cannot be controlled. There is another myth that if I show anger, then I'm being respected by people. Another thing is, if at all I talk about anger management, it is all about suppressing my anger and not displaying it to other people. So there are these kind of myths also floating around about anger. And there are again some people who say, I was born this way. By nature, I'm an angry person. So these are all myths. There is no fact about all these things. And all of them can be definitely changed. There is a story about Gautam Buddha. Buddha was preaching in many places, and as he went to a particular village and he was preaching to the people there, everyone were listening to his talk. But there was one person who didn't like Buddha's preachings. So he went and shouted at Buddha. And he said, what you're teaching is all fake. None of it is true. It is all useless. So you better stop doing all these. So the people who are listening became obviously angry and they started shouting back at this person. Buddha calmed them down. And what he said was, there is no need to counter aggression with aggression. And he turned to this young man and he told him, you buy a gift for somebody and you want to give that gift to the other person. If the other person does not accept the gift from you, to whom does the gift belong to? So the man thought for a while and then said, of course it belongs to me because I only bought it. So Gautam Buddha said, the same is true for anger also. If I am not perturbed, if I am not insulted, and if I don't feel sad about what you did to me, and I don't get angry with you because you got angry with me, it is all going to be yours. It's all going to be back with you. And you are only the person who is going to feel hurt. The moral of the story is very simple. How we respond to anger is very important. Many times, somebody else shouts at us because we have triggered them by some of our own statements, by some of our own words. So again, there is a saying, think before you speak. Now this think is an acronym. Even every time before you start speaking to somebody, the first thing is think whether what you're saying is true. So the T stands for, is it true? Are you saying something which is truthful? The second H stands for, is it helpful? By saying what you're going to say, is it going to help the other person? The third aspect is I, which is it inspiring? Am I going to say something to the other person which is inspiring to the other person? If it is going to put him down, if it is going to demotivate them, if you're going to say something which makes them feel lonely, better don't say it. N stands for, is it necessary? In that context, at that point in time, is it necessary to say what you want to say? Many times we say something just for our own ego satisfaction, to show that we are great, to show that we are correct, we are perfect, and we would want to blame the other person. And finally, K stands for, can you be kind in conveying those words, what you want to convey? Whatever you want to say to the other person, can you clothe it with kindness? So that is, think before you speak. But all this said and done, we do get angry. And what do we do about it? So the first important thing what we need to do is to acknowledge that we have become angry. So acknowledge the emotion without justifying the emotion is the first step to gain control over this emotion called anger. So first is acknowledgement. And it is also about not justifying our anger. Because you did this, I got angry. Because you told like that, I got angry. Don't justify. Another excellent method for overcoming anger is as you feel that you're becoming angry, start taking deep breaths. Deep breathing is very good to make you calm down and then restrain you from getting angry. The third important thing is if there is a tendency for you to become angry, you definitely need to take emotional breaks. Sometimes you might be getting overwhelmed with a lot of problems, issues related to family, work, business, anywhere. So it's important for you to take those breaks, take a pause, take that space. And another thing that you can do there also is whenever there's a situation which you know that is going to become aggressive, one of you or the other person is going to become aggressive, move away from that space. Tell them, okay, we'll talk about this later. It may not be a nice time to talk when you and me are getting agitated. And then walk away from that place. And then take some time. Now that also helps in overcoming those angry emotions. So you can discuss this with some of your friends who might be a good listener for you, who is empathetic. You can discuss about why you are becoming angry. Anger is always an external expression of some other deep lying internal issue. So you need to explore that issue and find out what is the root cause for your anger. And another last thing is maybe you can think, what would someone whom you respect very well, how would that person handle this situation? What would that person think? Let's say you have a mentor, guide or somebody. How will that person react in the same kind of situation? And can I think about how he or she would react and react that way? So that's also a very powerful technique for you to gain control over your anger. And last but not the least, suppressing anger is never good. It is very, very harmful for your body. It is harmful for your mind, even harmful for your soul. So do not suppress the anger. It is not about suppression. It is about transmuting the anger energy into patience energy. So most of the times in life, you will always be put in opposite situations in your life. So if you're getting angry, it means that you need to learn this quality called patience. So you remember the law of attraction. You attract what you are. So if you have anger energy inside you, you will attract people who are angry. And they would definitely start interacting with you because you're attracting them into you. Now, why is that happening? There is a lesson for you to learn there. The opposite of anger is patience, tolerance, compassion. So these are the qualities which you need to build. And every time when you get angry or you're tending to get angry and you understand and realize that you're getting angry, and if you're able to transmute that anger energy into patience energy, you are actually progressing in your life. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what I have spoken here, please do share with your friends. Subscribe to this channel for further videos from me. And until then, thank you and bye-bye from Nandakumar, your wellness mentor. Have a great day. Have a great day.